Students, this is Nirmal sir. Now we'll continue the next part of this chapter. Some more problems regarding this the midpoint theorem. Here is the problem 6. Discuss A, B, C, D shown in the figure is a quadrilateral with AD is equal to BC. These two sides are equal. Now P, Q, R, S are the midpoints of P midpoint of AB, Q is midpoint of this diagonal BD, and R is midpoint of CD, and S is midpoint of this diagonal, that is AC. So P, Q, R, S are the midpoint of two sides and two diagonals. You have to prove P, Q, R is a rhombus. For that, we'll try to prove first of all, as shown in the figure. Let us take one of the triangle. Let us take this triangle BDC. We have R is midpoint of DC given. Q is midpoint of DB. Therefore, by midpoint theorem, we can say RQ is parallel to CB. RQ is half of CB. Now, this opposite this side. Let us come to this triangle. This triangle, if you take, you can find out. Here we have that S is midpoint of AC, Q is midpoint of AB. Sorry, we want to come to this triangle. Okay, this side first to find. So you got here S is midpoint of AC and P is midpoint of AB. Therefore, by midpoint theorem, SP you can say parallel to CB. SP is also parallel to half of BC. So you got this is half of the BC, this also half of BC. It means this is equal to this. And also parallel to this. Therefore, this is parallel to this and equal to this. So therefore, this forms a parallelogram. Now, let us come to the opposite side, this side. For this triangle you take. For this, we will discuss now this triangle. P is midpoint of AB, Q is midpoint of DB. Therefore, PQ, this line, is parallel to AD and also PQ half of AD. Like that, it's opposite this side. Now, this side you take. PR is midpoint of CD, S is midpoint of AC. Therefore, RS is parallel to AD and RS is half of AD. That means this is half of AD, this also half of AD, implies you got this is equal to this. PQ is equal to RS and PQ is also parallel to RS. So, since AD is equal to CB, therefore, this half of AD is equal to half of CD, implies all these four parts are equal. Therefore, PQ is equal to QR is equal to RS is equal to SP. Hence, you got PQR is a rhombus. The problem is solved here. You can go through for understanding. Just watch, understand. Next, we have problem 7. A, B, C, D is given parallelogram. P, Q are the midpoint of side DC and CB or C respectively. You have to prove that CR is 1/4 of AC. You can prove this same way. We have here P is midpoint of CD, Q is midpoint of CB. Therefore, PQ is parallel to DB and PQ is half of BD. So this proved by midpoint theorem. Hence you got this line is parallel to this. After proving parallel, come to either this triangle or this triangle. Let us take this triangle. Now in this triangle COB, you have Q is midpoint of CB, R is midpoint of CO. Sorry, RQ is parallel to BO or BD. Therefore, by converse midpoint theorem, R is midpoint of CO. I repeat once more. Q is midpoint of CB, QR is parallel to OB. Therefore, by converse midpoint theorem, R is midpoint of CO. Or it proves CR is half of CO. If CR is half of CO, since O is midpoint of this the diagonal CO, because diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other, therefore you got CO is half of AC. That means CR is half of CO and CO is half of AC. Therefore CR is 1/4 of AC. This proves this problem. Next we have the equal intercept theorem, the last part of this chapter, regarding set of parallel lines. Suppose 3 or 4 parallel lines are there. If you draw one transversal, it makes an equal intercept among these parallel lines. Then if you draw any other transversal line, that also makes equal intercept among these lines. That is equal intercept theorem. I repeat once more. If a transversal makes an equal intercept between 3 or more parallel lines, then any other transversal line if you draw, that also makes the equal intercept among these lines. So let us try to prove. Suppose this is shown L3, L4, L5 are the 3 parallel lines. They have, we have given here AB is equal to CB, and we have the line L1, this is the transversal. This makes an equal intercept here. We have taken another line, that is L2. You have to prove makes also equal intercept. That is, you have to prove PE is equal to EF. Okay, for that, let us try to draw a line parallel to the first transversal line L1 here through E. So through E, we have drawn XY parallel to line L1. Now this is parallel, therefore you got this is one parallelogram, this is also another parallelogram. As you know, opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal in side length, therefore XE is equal to AB and EY is equal to BC. So you got here these two sides equal. Now you got two triangle, this triangle PXE and triangle EYF. We have here, we got now this is equal to this because this is given equal intercept, therefore this will be equal to this. Since this is equal to this and this angle is equal to this angle because these lines are parallel, interior alternate angle, this angle is equal to this angle. Hence by AAS, the criteria of congruency of triangle, we got the two triangle congruent. By CPCTC, DE is equal to EF. Therefore, this proves that these two also equal. That proves the theorem. We have some problem. A problem is here. As shown in the figure, L, M and N are the 3 parallel lines. These are 3 parallel lines. As shown, 2 transversal drawn and so one. This is shown AD. The transversal is having equal intercept through G. So CG is equal to GD. You have to calculate this. BG if AD is 6 centimeter. CF if G is 2.3 centimeter. AB if BC is 2.4 centimeter. ED if FD is equal to 4.4 centimeter. Let us come to first bit. BG you have to find out. AD 6 centimeter. BG this one. AD this one. Since this is your midpoint, this is parallel to this line. Therefore, by converse midpoint theorem, we can say this is midpoint. This is midpoint of this. And also at the same time you can say this midpoint, BG parallel to this, BG is half of AD. Therefore, BG is equal to half of AD. So AD by 2, that is 6 by 2 is 3 centimeter. You got BG 3 centimeter by midpoint theorem. Similarly, CF, B is 2.3, CF we find out, CF this one. Since G is 2.3, this is given, the same way you can tell also. Here this is midpoint, this parallel to this. By converse midpoint theorem, you can say this is equal to this. E is midpoint of this. Now this is midpoint, this is midpoint. Therefore by midpoint theorem, you can say GE half of CF. Therefore GE or CF is equal to twice of GE. So this 2 into 3 into 2.3 into 2, 4.6. Then the third one, we have AB if BC is 2.4. AB this one. BC 2.4. Since these two are equal, This is another transversal. By equal intercept theorem, you can say this is equal this. So by equal intercept theorem, you can say CB is equal to AB. Therefore, AB is equal to also CB, that is 2.4. Then ED and FD. ED, this is ED. FD, the total line. Since this is half of this line, therefore by 2, FD 4.4 by 2 is 2.2 centimeter. This completes the theorem. So we have two more problems just to go through. I worked out here. You can go through and try to understand. First is given here that AB parallel to CD. It's shown in the figure. E and F are the midpoint of side AD and BC. You have to prove EF is parallel to AB, and also you have to prove the measurement of EF is half of sum of C, D and AB. The problem is worked out here. You go through. If doubts, if any, you can subscribe to my channel and give comments so that I will work out and explain you. Similarly, another problem here, ABCD is a parallelogram. E and F are the midpoint of these opposite sides. As shown, the straight line AF and BE, this line and this line meet C, this line and this line at G and H. You have to prove HEB, triangle HEB. This triangle is congruent to triangle HCF. And after that, you have to prove GFH. This is a parallelogram. Just to go through the workout of the problem, you understand. Try to understand. The problem is made for your understanding. You can understand easily. Go through. Thank you.